start recording. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, yeah, a bit of a disclaimer. We're going to record the meeting, and in case we need to, or someone wants to view it afterwards, then we'd be able to have a video recording to refer off of. But yeah. All right. Then I'm going to start. All right. Yeah, you guys can see the slides. So welcome. I'm going to introduce myself first. I am Joshua Shi, president of the MSJ USABO / biology club, and welcome to our first meeting. We're going to introduce the club's goals, functions for the coming school year. Yep. First off, this is our officers list. All of us are going to introduce ourselves in the next few slides. So I'll get us started. Again, I'm Joshua Shi. I'm president of this new club. I'm a rising senior for the 21 to 22 school year. I've done a few biology competitions throughout my high school career. Notable ones are the British Biology Olympiad and Challenge, both of which I got gold in. And then I've also been in the Intermediate Biology Olympiad, got a silver. Also, I've done USABO, the United States competition for every year of my high school career. Recently, I also took the AP Biology, AP Chemistry courses offered at Mission, also took the exams associated with them. For 2 years, I've been in the ASDRP summer cohorts. I've done research in biochemistry, drug design, and just this year, I was actually also in the UC Cosmos program. My hobbies are piano and film. When I want to de-stress, usually I'll do one of the two. And yeah. Next up, we're going to have our Vice President, Katie Liu. She's going to present her slide.
Okay, hey everyone. I'm Katie, and like Joshua said, I'm the vice president for this club. I'm going to be a rising senior next year also, and I've been taking the USABO every year of high school since it was offered, and I became a semi-finalist last year. I've also taken the British Biology Olympiad and the Intermediate Olympiad, and last year I also took the AP Bio course. Over the summer and throughout the school year, some of my activities have been research at UCSD, where I did plant development and animal development. And I also recently took a Stanford course about cardiothoracic surgery. Just for fun, I really love drinking coffee and doing dance, and it's really nice to meet you all.
All right. Hey guys, I'm Lucas, and I'm a rising senior who will be serving as the teaching coordinator for the next school year. And I have a couple of like the similar experiences as Katie and Joshua. So I've done British Biology Olympiad and Intermediate Biology Olympiad, which I've both gotten silver in. And I've also taken AP Bio last year and participated in the ASDRP program for one summer. And then more recently, I was part of the Berkeley SYIP research internship for the past school year. And I'm excited to meet you guys.
Hi, I'm Anirudh. I'm the secretary of this club. I'm a rising senior. Last year, I took both AP Biology and AP Chemistry and their associated tests. I'm a tutor at 360 Academy, and I've been tutoring for about 1.5 to 2 years now. I've had slightly different experiences. I've done USA MTS last year, and I got honorable mention, and I'm a 2-time Amy qualifier in 10th and 11th grade. In my free time, I love baking or playing video games. So yeah, nice to meet you all.
Hello, my name is Prajet. I'm a rising junior, and I'm this club's publicity officer. In terms of my qualifications, I've taken the USABO and qualified as a semi-finalist this year. I've also participated in and received the bronze distinction in the International Medicine Olympiad, and I've self-studied AP Biology, and I like to cook in my free time.
Hi guys, I'm Veda and I'm going to be a sophomore this year. And this is my first time taking the USABO and I'm going to be self-studying AP Bio. And this past summer I was part of the Stanford CNVX program. Besides my interest in science, I like taking pictures and playing water polo. And I can't wait to see what we do this year. So excited to be working with you guys. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Ansh and I'm the club's webmaster. I'm a rising senior and I've done AP chemistry and physics, and I'll be taking AP physics next year as well. So you can kind of tell I'm not a bio person. That's why I'm the webmaster and I will be teaching you guys. I did use it go once and I got up to the silver level. And one of my passions is robotics. So I'm actually part of a robotics team and I recently won an international competition called MTI, or the Maryland Tech Invitational. And I'm the software lead of our team. And I also develop Android and other cross-platform apps. And I built a few websites as well. One of which is our club website, which I'll be showing later in today's meeting. And I'm also passionate about speed cubing, and I'm Mission Speed Cubing Club president.
Hi, my name is Atif. I'm currently tech support for this year, this club. I am going to be a junior this year. So a few things about me. I tutored for FUS. I taught a middle schooler. I'm currently in a robotics team, and I'm the main programmer and builder. And I did ASDRP last year in the fall, and basically researched on which items were most frequently bought together. Uh, I like all things Star Wars related, especially things related with the Empire, and I can't wait to see what happens this year.
Yep. So those are the officers for our club. Also, sorry, my slides are lagging. There, you might notice there's a delay between switching slides. I think it's just Zoom being slow. But nevertheless, let's start with our club logistics and mission. So our club goal mission is to welcome all Mission San Jose High School students who are passionate about biology. We have developed a extensive curriculum that's aimed to the students that want to study and prepare for the USABO competitions, and as a corollary to that, also the AP exam. We hope to see everyone come to our club to learn and also have fun. Our main textbook or source of information will be Campbell's Biology. We'll also explore different kinds of interdisciplinary labs and practice on past USABO questions in this club. Okay. Our club advisor will be Mrs. Ware. You might know her for teaching Living Earth at Mission San Jose High School. We also have a club lecturer, Mrs. Sultana. She's the AP biology teacher at Mission San Jose High School. For now, we meet online on Zoom like we are now. But if we do go into person, we'll be meeting at room C10, which is Mrs. Ware's classroom. These meetings are weekly in the format of interactive questions, interactive lessons actually, and we'll be giving out questions at the end to assess or gauge your knowledge on that topic. And for homework, for our club, there isn't really like heavy homework to do. It's just read Campbell's. See if you have any questions you come up with during the reading, and then bring them to the lecture so that we can discuss during the teaching. Yep. On this slide, you'll get links to our online resources for the club, first of which is our club email. So if you have something you want to contact us about, you'll be emailing msjbiologyclub@gmail.com. And if you want to email one of us individually, like if you want to email Katie for stuff about the club, then you can do that. Next website is our club website, which Ansh will go over later on in the presentation. And then below that is our Discord. This is actually where our main communication will be for the club. So far, our officers are on the Discord, but one of you can actually put that link into the chat, that would be nice. So for our members, if you want to join in, you can join into our Discord. There you can ask us questions, you can just talk amongst yourselves. Yeah. And then the link under that is actually our Twitch. I just set it up. This Twitch is going to be holding recordings of our lectures. And yeah, it's just there in case, like, if Zoom one day we overflow, we surpass the member limit, we can switch to Twitch for the people who couldn't get into the Zoom meeting, and there they can still ask questions. And then the last two links are links to our app. Our club has a quiz app with old USABO questions that you can practice on, and I'll go over that later. Yeah. So yeah, currently we're running as virtual, but if we are doing virtual meetings, then officers will take turns to teach topics. So sometimes you'll see one officer one week and another one the next week. We'll have weekly meetings held on Zoom. If we do Zoom, it's probably going to change a link from today so that it becomes more of a recurring meeting link. So you can always reuse that one link over and over. But here, feel free to interact and use the chat box to like talk with instructors or your peers. If we do change to in-person later on in the school year, still officers will take turns to teach their topics, but instead of on Zoom, our weekly meetings will be held in room C10 during lunch. And there, feel free to participate and actually ask questions live to your instructors or talk with your peers. Okay. Oh, wait for the slides to change. Okay. So just a bit about the USABO. USABO stands for United States of America Biology Olympiad. It's called the premier biology competition for high school students. It enriches the life science education of nearly 10,000 talented students annually. It provides motivation, curricular resources, and skills training to take them beyond their classroom experiences to the level of international competitiveness. After 2 rounds of challenging exams, 20 finalists are invited to a residential training program where they learn advanced biological concepts and exacting lab skills at the USABO National Finals. Ultimately, 4 students earn the right as Team USA to represent the USA at the International Biology Olympiad, a worldwide competition involving student teams from over 60 countries. In summary, what that all was about is the USABO is held or organized by an organization called the CEE, Center of Educational Excellence, I think. The actual event is split into multiple exams. The first level, open exam, is open to all. If you register for the exam, you can take it. It's 50 questions, and your score on the open exam will determine if you can become a semifinalist. Next level up from open is the semi-final exam. It's a longer test, more difficult, and you have to pass a certain score cap that changes each year from the open exam in order to participate in the semi-finalist exam. But if you score well on the semi-finalist exam, then you might become a finalist, and then they have a camp said in the previous slide. And eventually the Team USA will go on to the International Biology Olympiad, which is the international competition. Some things to note is that USABO's content surpasses AP Biology. Although they use the same textbook, which is Campbell's Biology, the USABO is more in-depth and has more questions that you really need to think about rather than AP Biology, which is a cut-down versions of Campbell's. So it's USABO is primarily based off of a full-length Campbell Biology book, and we have textbooks that we'll eventually share with the students in our club. But also recently, the exams we've seen more focus on lab-based or practical questions. It used to be some of the questions were just memorization, you know the topic, then you'd be able to answer a question, but now we see more lab-based ones. Okay, this is from the CEE. This is the exam breakdown. I think it's for the open exams, but this is how we're gonna be basing our lectures off of. We see more emphasis, 25%, on the animal anatomy and physiology concepts, and then cell biology, genetics, plants, ecology, ethology, biosystematics. So when you take a open exam, this is kind of the breakdown you'll see. So you'll see more emphasis on cell biology, animal stuff. This is also how we're going to teach. We're going to focus more on the things with higher percentages. So you'll see more lectures within cell biology field if you compare it to something like ethology. But yeah. So these are some resources we'll give out to the students later. If you notice, we have 4 copies of Campbell's. They differ in that their editions, right? I think the oldest one is on the left, the newest one is the purple flower. Campbell's, the base information should all be the same within all 4 books. It's just, which edition means if they'll have more new knowledge that's being added. For example, the purple one's the 2020 edition, so it should have the most up-to-date biology stuff. And then we also have other textbooks that are more specialized to a specific field, such as the Raven's plant biology. And yeah, these textbooks and the link to them will be provided through our Discord and also the website. All right, then I'll turn it to Lucas, who's going to talk about the next few slides.
All right, so we have a tentative agenda that doesn't have any exact dates right now at the moment, but we do know that generally speaking, Mission tends to offer the exam, and registration tends to close around January, with the exam being in February. So those are the general times of the test. And we will be taking a $10 fee for members who do decide to take the exam, but it will be returned on the exam date. So we're doing this basically because we've had a problem in previous years with having a lot of people sign up, but not many people actually show up to take the test. So that has ended up wasting a lot of ink and paper in printing all the exams and stuff. So yeah, we will be taking a $10 fee for people who do plan to take the exam. All right, so here we have a distribution, or we will be covering this distribution of the topics in the next slide. And for each of the 22 weeks starting from next week until early January, we plan to give lectures on almost every kind of topic in the USABO curriculum. And we don't know the exact date yet as I mentioned earlier, but we estimate that we'll have around 3 weeks before the exam to give you guys practice exams and mock exams. So you guys can kind of familiarize yourselves with the test and pace and learn how to pace yourself along the exam. So after the open exam in February, we will dedicate the rest of the semester to helping students prepare for AP Bio. And also we have asked mission teachers like Miss Sultana and Miss Ware, as well as other educators to occasionally come in and teach you guys on topics. So basically we will have guest lectures, or we plan to have guest lectures. Okay, so as I said, this is a quick preview of the schedule that we will be sending out to club members, and it kind of covers topics and the dates that we'll be covering them. You can see that we took important topics from each of the USABO categories and also included the relevant book chapters in Canva. So basically, we preferably you can read the chapters that we highlight on the right side before each of the meetings, so you guys can kind of familiarize yourselves with the topic and then come to lecture with like a baseline knowledge that we will then kind of elaborate on through lecture.
All right. So yeah, that's the slides that we have. Do you guys, audience, have any questions for us? Want anything clarified? All right. Yeah. Looking at chat, yeah, the question about books, basically what Lucas said, we're going to make the books available to you through either Discord or our website. Oh, more questions. Okay. Okay, for mission, the question is, when can we take the AP biology class? Mission, I believe the way is that they don't allow you to take any AP courses in 10th grade or 9th grade, so you have to wait until junior year. I'm not sure if this is still the case, but this is the case that I went through. Yeah, so I think the earliest you can take AP biology is junior year. But you know, you can, if you learn enough usable content, at that point you'll be able to take the AP exam whenever you want to. So first, is the first exam online or in person? So open exam. Usually it's in person. Open exams are on Scantron. They give you the sheet of questions where you can do scratch work on, but questions are on the Scantron, which we scanned. However, in the COVID situation, that did change. Last year it was a online open. However, I'm not sure. CE has not said anything yet, to my knowledge, about how the next USABO will be run, but I'm expecting it to be more of a in-person again, if they can. Does the content align with SAT bio prep? Well, you know, SAT biology, the SAT 2 biology and the AP biology, they were similar, not, at least when I took them. So again, with USABO, if you have all the usable knowledge, AP, SAT, they're like pieces of cake. And at that point, you can also just, you know, do a lot of things with biology using your knowledge from USABO. Next question, can we take it without taking the course? I don't know which you're referring to. Is it either, okay, if it's AP biology, yeah, you can take AP biology without taking missions course. You just need to sign up for the exam when Mr. Vaz sends out the total registration links in the first semester, I think. If you're talking about USABO, yeah, you don't need a, USABO doesn't have a course. We're just a club that's dedicated to helping all of the students prepare for it. So, I mean, if you feel confident enough there's not really a course that you need to take to get do the USABO. You just need to check in with Miss Sultana when registration opens admission. Yeah, SAT 2 I don't think is offered. Like none of the courses are still there, but I don't know. All right, I don't see any more questions coming in, so I'll actually hand it off to Anch now. Let me stop share and give Anch sharing stuff if he wants to share. Yeah, but basically, yeah, Anch.
Yeah. All right. Can you guys see my website? Should be sure. Yeah. Okay. I'll put a link in the chat as well. Yeah. So I'm just gonna quickly go through this. So this is the homepage. Not too much here. The website is like kind of in a work in progress right now. So like I'll be adding things in the next coming weeks and like as the club evolves and stuff. Most of the website is pretty self-explanatory. For now, the calendar page is blank, but I plan to add things like club meetings and like important USABO and AP Bio updates here. And then I'll skip over resources. I'll come back to them in a second. But basically, these are all of like the USABO topics that are pretty much tested on the exam. And then officers, this is like a whatever work in progress type thing right now. I guess Joshua put in his picture. Contact us if you guys ever need to like talk to us. We have the Discord, but for whatever reason, if you want to use email, that's fine. You can use the email or like use this thing over here. Going back to resources now. This page, I think I'll add like some other things like our Discord link and whatever. And basically, this is kind of like the summary of all the USABO topics. You can like click on any of these links to go to like a specific subpage. So let's say I want to learn about the animal anatomy. All of the resources are password protected because we have like the Campbell bio book and stuff that we don't want to be made public. And so the password for this is where Sultana. I'm going to put that in the chat as well. Sec. Yeah, so once you put in the password, you can pretty much see like a subcategory of the page. For now, I don't have anything. Again, this is like a work in progress, but I'll probably put things like the textbooks, if there's like a specific section or like any slides or anything that we have, maybe like a link to some like USABO website for this or something. And then obviously like this is kind of the same for all the topics. So cell biology has its own thing, genetics and evolution. You can pretty much just go down the list. They all have like their own subcategory resources. Yeah, that's pretty much our website for now. There's like a search here. I'm sure that'll work. But yeah, does anyone have any questions regarding the website? All right, I'm gonna stop the screen share. I think Joshua, you can continue then.
All right, so yep, you just saw our current club website, and now I'm going to actually show our club app. So let me get that ready. Okay, this is a iPhone, so iOS, iPadOS. But if you have an Android, it also works. So in our previous slide, you saw the two links that have the links to our App Store and Google Play Store listing. This is also found in the Discord and eventually will be on the website. But you'd go download the app, just open the App Store one. You search for, USABO biology quiz. That's the name of our app. This is the listing. Yeah, your standard App Store description and screenshots. But when you download it, then you get this app. This is what it looks like. On the homepage, this is where you see the 7 topics that were published by CEE. This was the exam breakdown slide, right? Here you can choose an individual topic to work on, or you can press mixed topics, the button on the bottom. This will combine all 7 topics or questions from those topics. Here, currently we only have the open exams. So we have 2011, 13, 14, all the way up to 18. These, you can choose a specific exam, or you can choose any year. And if you want, you can also increase the number or decrease the number of questions you want to work on. The scale goes from 1 to 100. You go all the way to the top, it's 100. But yeah, so if you do 100, that's around the length of 2 full open exams. But if we just do, let's say, like 34 questions, once you have your set number of questions, you can press the chevron on the bottom. Starts loading questions from our database, and yeah, this is a quiz app. It gives you the question at the top. You can choose an answer. If it's right, it's green. If it's wrong, it's red. And yeah, so you'll get some of the old usable questions that we've put into the app. These are all open exam questions, remember, but that's good practice for the actual exams. And if you get a question like this, there's some of the USABOs had images for their questions. So if you get an image, if you can't see it, like right now it's pretty blurry, I'd imagine, but you can zoom in. So just pinch on it. You'll be able to zoom in, see the picture a bit better. And then you can choose an answer. Yep. Again, here's another picture. Just zoom in on it and it'll start expanding. You can move it around. Choose answer. Yeah, and then it gives you the score at the end. Play again if you want to choose a new test. Also, we have basic theming support if you want to change colors. Yeah, this works on iPad, iOS, the Apple ones, and if you have an M1 Mac, theoretically it works there. I haven't tested it there, but it should be fine. We also have the Android one on Google Play, and it should function the same. Keep in mind this app does require internet to use because it needs to access the database. So if you, I don't know, turn off Wi-Fi now. Let me try it. If you cut off connection to the internet, the app should just hang. It won't ever load because it can't access the database. And my screen share froze again. Okay, well, now it shows up. This is our loading screen, so there's no Wi-Fi to the app right now. And so as you can see, it can't load anything. Yeah, so I guess to prevent that, just whenever you're using the app, either like, I guess use data if you're outside of a Wi-Fi source, but if you're within source of Wi-Fi and if you're on Mission campus, that's, oh, I forgot, but Mission has a Wi-Fi source that you can always use. But yeah, that's our app. Stop share. Yeah. Yeah, I believe that's all we had to cover. So yeah, again, if you have any questions, you can throw for now you can throw it into the Zoom chat, but you can also ask questions, talk around on the Discord, and most of the time one of our officers are on, they can answer your questions or just, chat with you. But yeah, we have time left, right? Yeah, okay. So I'll hand it over to Prajit, and we're gonna do some fun activities.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all of the relevant information. I guess if you have any pressing things to go to, we've covered pretty much all the important stuff. So you can leave now, I guess. But if you want to say we have some fun stuff to do, So we'll be playing a game called Scribble.io. In case anyone has not heard of it before, it's basically a Pictionary style game where you have to draw an image and then other people have to guess the word that that image represents. And we'll be making this game biology themed. So most of the words that you'll have to draw and guess are related to biology. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll be dropping links to the Scribble